It is good. Jake Bates throwing right side, and it's going to be intercepted. Return past the 15, past the 20, out past the 30. Has space down the sideline. 40, 35, 30. And he is gone. A pick six for Houston. Snap good, hold good, kick up. And it is straight down the middle. Looking to throw, rolls out right. Throws end zone. Touchdown San Antonio. Cody Latimer alone in the end zone. They take a 1-point lead with 3 seconds left. 52-yarder, left hash, for the win. Snap good, hold good, kick up, and it's drilled. Miami escapes week 1 with the win. Jason Sanders is looking to throw. Pass right side, wide open. Touchdown Drake London. Touchdown Drake London. Atlanta has tied this game and are an extra point away from taking the lead. Needing the 12-yard line. Handoff, Robinson left side. And going to be stuffed. A loss of 4, maybe 5 on the play. And with 50 seconds to go, the Chiefs have the ball. And most likely that does it. Ball on the 17.5-yard line. Looking to throw. Stepping up, throwing for the end zone. And caught. Touchdown Green Bay. Dontavian Wicks. 56 seconds to play. The Packers are within 3. 6:17 to play in overtime. Tua shotgun, back to his left. 3 receivers to the right, bunched up. Tua to throw. Pass time. Plenty of time. Pass. End zone, left side. Jonnu Smith. Touchdown Miami. They're gonna win. Let's go, baby. Here, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the left. Gonna send Smith in motion. Toss left side for Saquon Barkley. Good blocking and room to run. Pass midfield, spinning his way. Pass to 35 to 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, and the Eagles respond instantly. Saquon Barkley. Oh my, making his presence felt. 1 play, 60 yards, 3rd and 9 from the 35. Mahomes looking to throw. Quick pass left side, caught by Piron. Has room to run. First down and more. Down to about the 17. And he stays in bounds. That will do it. The Kansas City Chiefs have escaped the Bills and have punched their ticket. Hello, everybody, and welcome on in. It's the Chiefs. It's the Bills. We know this matchup before. We've seen it. This is the 10th meeting between these two teams. The 6th in the regular season. And with that, Patrick Mahomes is 1-4 in the regular season against Josh Allen, but 4-0 in the playoffs where it matters most. This decides both of these two teams' season, basically. The Bills find themselves a game and a half back of the Patriots right now after they won earlier. The Broncos just got to win against the Texans, and so did the Chargers beat the Titans. So the Chiefs are a half game back of the Chargers and a game and a half back of the Broncos. This has massive implications for both sides, as the Bills get ball first in this one, going to be returned up past the 30 to the 35. And that's how things start off here in Buffalo. Welcome on in, everyone. There's also a penalty marker down as well. As Bengals and Bears, the Bengals just scored. Penalty against the Bills is a holding call, going to push them back. The Bengals just miraculously came back against Chicago. I don't know how that happened. The Bears are still going to have time. YouTube would not let me set the stream start time to 4:25. I constantly tried changing it after you pointed it out. But every time I set it to 4:25, it would automatically change to 5:25. I don't know why. YouTube just being YouTube. Josh Allen, quick pass right side, going to be caught, and that's a gain of about 2 or 3. Up to roughly the 19. As that's Khalil Shakir on the reception. That game's not going to overtime, dude. Cincy has a 1-point lead. Since he has a 1-point lead, Chicago has one timeout, down by a point. They can win that game. But it's definitely not going to overtime. Allen to throw in 2nd and 7. Pass right side, going to be batted away and incomplete. Looking for Keon Coleman. Penalty marker comes in late. Going to call this a DPI against the Chiefs. So an automatic first down is as DPI against Jalen Watson. So since he just did the improbable. All right, Allen under center, back behind him. 1st and 10 from their own 25. Man in motion, left to right. They're going to toss this left side for James Cook. And he has space for a gain of 4. I believe I picked the Chiefs to win this game because of the Bills' run defense. Pretty sure that's why I did. I'm just hoping for a solid game. This game has massive implications for the rest of these two team seasons. So, as long as it's a good game, it's going to be an interesting one. Allen under center, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the left. Going to look to throw. Dump off left side. Going to be caught by Shakir. Has space for a 1st down. A gain of about 8 on the play. Up to the 37. The Vikings pulled it out. It's a wild one in the NFL this week. Yeah, I don't know how Minnesota won that game, but good on y'all. Good on you. That's a great win for JJ McCarthy. It doesn't really shake up the NFC North as it probably would have otherwise because the Packers also lost, but that's a hell of a win. And it seems like Chicago's going to lose as well. Handoff up the middle to James Cook is going to have space to about the 44. I'm ready. We'll see. Yeah, I have no idea how Cincy came back in that game. Second and 3. Allen under center, back behind him. Handoff up the middle, and that's James Cook with some space down the right side, past midfield. The 45 and out of bounds, past the 40 to the 38. I need James Cook to go off today in fantasy. Yeah, CJ Stroud, man. I'm hoping for the best for him, man. That was not a great hit he took on that concussion. I'm hoping for the best. It's tough though. Was there at least a penalty called on that? I imagine there was, because he was sliding when he got hit there. And that's fair to be high on your team. I'm still high relatively on Miami. I'm still gonna pick them to win every game, despite the fact they probably shouldn't. Allen, quick throw, left side, can be caught by Shakir. Has some space and gonna break out. Gets brought down for a gain of a yard, maybe 2. Yeah. I imagine that play would have been called a penalty. All right, 2nd and 8. I mean, yeah, Davis Mills was the quarterback that got him CJ Stroud. He's a fine enough-ish backup when he's, not coming in randomly in the middle of a game. James Cook on the carry once again, going to get about 6 on the play. He gets brought down kind of awkwardly. So he's brought down kind of awkwardly. He's going to be missing a play, it seems. Oh yeah, Stroud definitely. Houston could have definitely won that game if Stroud did not go down. But that's just the nature of things. I still think that Davis Mills is a backup for a reason, and he's a fine backup for Houston because they don't ask him to do much often. Allen, quick pass right side, going to be caught with space. A first down and then some up to the 25. That is, I believe, Ty Johnson on the reception. And they keep the chains moving. This has been a great opening drive for Buffalo. Wait, I wish I still had the Cincy Chicago game on. How did the Bears just score? Colston Loveland, 58-yard touchdown, puts the Bears on top with 17 seconds. Hold the Allen under center, back and fullback behind him. Gonna toss this left side for James Cook, who's gonna be met behind the line for a loss of about 4. Nah, hold. How in the world? It's... Oh, he pinballed his way into the end zone. The rookie out of Michigan, Colston Loveland. It's just a seam route. They were just trying to get in the field goal range, and Colston Loveland pinballs his way to the end zone. All right, 2nd and 13. Allen in shotgun, back to his right. 2 receiving options to each side, looking to throw. Has time, pass left side, going to be caught with some space. That's going to get about 5-ish on the play. As that is Curtis Samuel on the reception, I believe. A Bengals fan in the stands has a sign that says, "I will not miss tackles." That's exactly what... yeah, I mean, the Bears were going to win that game even if he was brought down. They were in field goal range there. Crazy. All right, that's definitely one of the crazier games this season has been that Bears Bengals game. Allen in shotgun, back to his left, looking to throw in 3rd and 8. Has time, pass right side, wide open. Touchdown Buffalo. It's Dalton Kincaid. And the Bills strike on the opening drive. What's up? Welcome on in. A bit all over the place because again, this Bears Bengals game is crazy. All right. All right, the extra point, it is up, and it is good. 7-point Bills lead. I'm sorry, how many? What? I'm so glad I'm not playing Toasted this week. I gave Toasted his first loss last week, and I'm going to ride that into the sunset. 38 points for Caleb Williams in fantasy is crazy. That is insane, man. God. And Toasted left 38 on the bench because he didn't play Drake London. All right, 8 minutes to play in the first. We're not going to a commercial break, which is kind of surprising. All right. Matt Prater set to send this one down. $44 for Flacco. Man, that game is crazy. I never would have thought that Bears Bengals would be a shootout like that. Kickoff underway, going to be returned beginning from inside the 5 and gets room past the 25, past the 30, down to the 33. Jeez. What a game that is. I feel like I'm kind of forced to put the Bears into at least honorable mentions for an offensive performance like that. All right, Mahomes in shotgun, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the right. Mahomes going to hand this off up the middle for Kareem Hunt, and he gets about 2 or 3. I feel like I need to. Like 47. Jeez. Yeah, a ton of pieces of this Bills defense is out for the foreseeable future, basically. Ed Oliver, there's reports that he might be back for the playoffs. Taylor Rapp is on IR. DeMar Hamlin's on IR. There's this Bills defense, man. It's banged up. But we saw a banged up Steelers defense in the 1 o'clock window shut down the Colts offense. So we'll see. Mahomes looking to throw. Pass over the middle is incomplete. Looking for Hollywood Brown, but he couldn't hang on. 3rd and 7 coming up. And there's the final Hail Mary heave from Flacco, and it doesn't even reach the 15-yard line. Crazy. All right, so Mahomes in shotgun for 3rd and 7. A back to his right, 2 receivers to each side. Play clock winding down. Mahomes looking to throw. Has some time. Pass right side off the mark and incomplete. Looking for Rashee Rice. But just put too much into it, and the Chiefs go 3 and out to begin this game. All right. Not a great start, but still plenty of time. All right, so Matt Ariza, who's a former Buffalo Bill, is on to punt this one away. Comes off clean and is going to be returned beginning from the 26. Gets up to the 30 before being brought down. That drive for the Chiefs lasted a singular minute. All right, so about 7 minutes to play in the first quarter, 1st and 10, and still not going to commercial. Okay, CBS, I'm impressed. Typically by now we for sure would have seen a commercial. Allen under center, back and fullback behind him. Heading in motion right to left, going to hand this off up the middle for James Cook. And he has space for a gain of 9. All right. So 2nd and 2, officially ruling it a gain of 8. Allen under center, back and fullback behind him to give to James Cook once again. And there's space once again, up to the 45, a gain of 7. Keep feeding James Cook. Get him 300 yards. I don't care how many touchdowns at that point. He's like the last. It's him and the Rams defense are the last gaps, last like desperation gaps. Gasp for me on fantasy this week. All right, Allen in shotgun, back to his right. 3 receiving options to the right as well. Man in motion as Allen going to look to throw. Has some time, pass over the middle, is through the hands and incomplete. Had a man open over the middle, put well too much juice into it. It'll be a 3rd down. Yeah, I'm that's kind of what I'm hoping for. Especially because it's not only that they're playing the Saints, it's that they're playing Tyler Shuck in his first NFL start. So I'm really hoping that they're able to just, throw a bunch of disguises and whatnot at him. Maybe get like a pick six of the sort or something. We'll see. Allen pass left side on 2nd and 10 is going to be caught for a gain of about 2.5 there for Ty Johnson. There's up a 3rd and 7 with 5:20 to play in the first. Nah. I mean, do you have anyone else going like for tonight or tomorrow night? Oh no, you're okay. Never mind. Yeah, you're getting creamed. Allen in shotgun back to his right, 2 receivers to each side, looking to throw in 3rd and 7. Has time, pass left side, going to be caught by Kincaid, but not enough for the first. Only gets 5. And the Bills, just past midfield, they're going to keep the offense on the field for 4th and 2. Allen in shotgun back to his right, 2 receivers to each side, looking to throw. Has some time. Pass over the middle is incomplete. And it's a turnover on downs for the Bills. Looking over the middle for Khalil Shakir. And that sends us to a commercial break with 4:17 to play. It's Brian Cook, I believe, on the pass breakup. Double check. Yeah, Brian Cook on the pass breakup. And it's a turnover on downs for Buffalo. Going to be interesting. I still have Tankathon open from earlier discussions surrounding Miami. And this mock draft, man, it is night and day difference from what it was before the season. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed with Miami going an offensive tackle in the first round, but I mean, if Caleb Downs is available in the top 5, you gotta go Caleb Downs. We need secondary help bad. Not to say we don't need offensive line help, but I mean, his idea of if you could go best player available if it's also a position of need, and that's what Caleb Downs is. Anyway, at commercial break. What's up, Bob Flash? That was one of those games, huh, Bob Flash? That was just simply one of those games. The offense looks great, like everyone expected it to. I don't know what's going on with the defense though. Y'all's defense is insane. Just coming back from commercial break. Y'all cannot. I think a nosebleed would be the least. It's like there's bound to be a better analogy as well to say how bad that defense is. It's just traffic cones defense, man. You're just pylons out there at this point. Mahomes in shotgun, play action, looking to throw in 1st and 10. Has time, pass left side, going to be caught with spaces. Rashee Rice up past the 35 to the 33, maybe 34. Yeah, the training. I mean, what was it? What game had that? Mahomes quick path left side going to be caught by Xavier Worthy. He gets past the 30, breaks 1 tackle, and gets brought down near the 25. what was it? It was like Madden, or like the PS2 Maddens, where they had like in the mini cams, they had the offensive line just being like movable tackle dummies. Just that's your defense now. What is this CBS graphic? Okay, 2nd and 3 coming up. Mahomes in shotgun back to his right. Going to hand this off left side. Some space to get about a 2 on the play. That's Rashee Rice on the carry. So it sets up a 3rd and short. Didn't y'all just hire the DC? Like it's like you knew the defense was gonna be bad this year. And it's not gonna get much better next year because Trey Hendrickson is probably gonna leave town now. It's gonna be a rough next. Did you see the report about the Bengals season ticket respondent? Mahomes looks to throw on 1st and 10. They gave him the first there. Gonna step up and sacked, maybe gets a yard, but brought down close to the line of scrimmage. Penalty marker down. Yeah, but the Chiefs' defense is at least serviceable. The Bengals' defense is non-existent. He won a challenge for the Bears? What? Holding on Buffalo is the call. Going to be 5 yards and an automatic first down for the Chiefs. Calling it against Cole Bishop. Yeah, for those that didn't, someone went to go cancel their season tickets to the Bengals after the loss to the Jets last week. The season ticket respondents said 3 things. 1, you're really canceling just because we lost to the Jets. 2, would you rather us pay Ja'Marr Chase and T. Higgins or get cheaper ticket prices? As Brashard Smith gets the handoff in 1st and 10, gets about 4. And the third thing was, I forget what the third thing was, but the biggest thing is like, would you rather us pay Ja'Marr Chase or T. Higgins or get cheaper ticket prices? It's a crazy thing to say. Like, what? Damn, that's crazy. At 2nd and 6, Mahomes in shotgun back behind him. 3 receiving options to the right. Going to hand this off for Kareem Hunt. And he has space inside the 10 to about the 9. It's going to be marked just shy of the first down, though. Yeah, but again, the Chiefs' defense is still serviceable. They make plays occasionally. There's still a defense that, like, end of game comes around, you can still rely on them to an extent. The Bengals' defense would be better off not touching the field. Mahomes in shotgun back to his right. 3 receivers to the left, going to hand this off up the middle. There's Kareem Hunt inside the 5 and down to the 3 for a first down. 1st and goal coming up. 15 seconds to play in the first quarter. I imagine they're going to run this down till the end of the quarter. He got a 5th time. First off, how do you get a 4th timeout? Not to even mention the 5th. That's the end of the first quarter. 15 minutes in the books. Bills up 7, but the Chiefs have a 1st and goal from the 3. I wish the Bengals and Cowboys played each other this season. That would be absolute cinema. It would be like an 84-80 finish, but it would be a great game. Oh, okay. Good challenge. Yeah, okay. But still, 5th timeout's crazy. I mean, the Chiefs' offense is doing fine. I mean, considering you're without Isaiah Pacheco, It's not been a bad game to a quarter of play. It's just you need to be able to finish this drive here and go from there. Three successful challenges is funny, and one of them being in favor of Chicago is even better. Oh, Aaron Jones suffered an AC joint sprain. Damn. Wait. So the ball was fumbled out of the side of the end zone. So would it have been a touchback for Cincy then if he didn't challenge it? Or was it that they ruled him out of bounds, but he fumbled, so he wanted to make sure that they challenged us that way he was inbounds and fumbled, but was deemed inbounds and touchdown instead. And I was like, why would you? I'm just now seeing the Rams have the Falcons pick this year. That's crazy. And it's still at commercial break for the end of the first quarter. Waiting for the start of the second. They ruled him short. It was a fumble. That is crazy. Wow. I don't think I've ever seen that. Chiefs are going Wildcat, gonna run this right side for Rashee Rice, and he has space, and he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. They're an extra point away from tying this game up. Going Wildcat here, looking like the 08 Dolphins there. And that's how you start a quarter. All right, kick is up, and it is good. Tied game at 7. Here's another stat for you, Bob Flash, about Cincy. A first team since the 60s to score 38 points in back-to-back games and lose both of them. I mean, you can go somewhere with a serviceable defense if the offense backs it up and gives them if the offense can maximize the positives that the defense gives you occasionally, which they did just there. They forced a turnover on downs, offense turns around and ties the game up. But it's maximizing the offense needs to be maximizing the opportunities that the defense gives them and keep the game close in their own right. Like we have seen serviceable defenses lead teams to deep playoff runs and to at least Super Bowl berths. Obviously, like once you actually get to the big game and all that, the defense really matters. But for a year that the Chiefs have had so far, I think as long as you make a decent playoff run, it's going to be a fine season. Yeah, do you really think Zach Taylor's going to get? Obviously, there's the Zach Taylor probably should get fired, but will he actually get fired during the season? I think that's more so the question. I'm not sure if Cincy will ever be sold properly. But yeah, it's there's definitely issues with the Bengals that it's more than just Zach Taylor and the roster they have on the field. Yeah, that's fair. But he has the leeway of, oh, Burrow got hurt. Because if Burrow did not get hurt, we're talking about a different year for Cincy right now, probably. Kickoff returned up to about the 30. The Bills will start from there. Because like at least in like those early Jake Browning games, Cincy could have won a few of those with Burrow healthy. Obviously, like these past few, it's a whatever case there, but the earlier ones. Allen under center, back behind him, going to give this up the middle to James Cook, and that is a gain of only a yard. Wait, is that really? I wouldn't be surprised if that's true, because again, Cincy's ownership is cheap, but that is, yeah, that definitely would put more things into perspective. Because they also have like the whole having to cross the street to get to practice and shit. Allen to throw in 2nd and 9. Pass over the middle is going to be caught, and that is Keon Coleman up past the 35 to 36. That is crazy. As Allen looks to throw in 3rd and 4. Gonna step up and try and take it himself, but he's sacked back at the 35. And the Bills go 3-and-out. That is crazy. That's a new low. All right, punt comes off clean. Going to be returned beginning from the 16. Has space past the 20 down to the 21. Okay, they were given 2 tickets, which is a crazy amount to give out, but all others were available for purchase. A face mask against Buffalo on the punt return going to put the Chiefs in great starting field position. Only a day to respond. Damn. Yeah, that is a new low for I think any owner. I'm pretty sure even like Dan Snyder wouldn't stoop that low and be that cheap. That's crazy. I know some MLB owners that are this cheap and would stoop to this level, but Cincy, come on, that's crazy. Yeah, that's ridiculous. As we're still at commercial break. All right, still at commercial break. Yeah, I know who Mr. Krabs is. But I've loved SpongeBob growing up. But that is penny pinching, right? That's damn Cincy. And it's still at commercial break. Yo, Bob Flash, if you're still here, you see that Hugh Freeze got fired? This coaching carousel is going to be crazy in the offseason. Just coming back from commercial break, Mahomes in shotgun. Back behind him, 3 receiving options to the right. Ball on the 36. Gonna play action and look to throw. Mahomes gonna be sacked back at the 30. Pressure came quick off the left side. As Mahomes also stumbled a bit there, but rough. 2nd and 16 coming up. Yeah, nicely timed blitz off the left side. As Mahomes in shotgun back to his left. Two receiving options to each side. Gonna look to throw once again. Pass over the middle is caught past midfield to the 46. It's Rashee Rice on the reception. And the Chiefs are moving. Mahomes under center, back behind him. 2 receiving options to each side. Handoff right side for Kareem Hunt. And he has space past the 35 and down to the 32. All right, so 1st and 10. Handoff right side, going to be brought down behind the line for a loss of about 2. That's Clyde Edwards-Helaire on the carry? Okay. Didn't realize he was back in Kansas City. Or still in Kansas. That's okay. That's what happens when Pacheco goes out. 2nd and 12. No, QB's not the problem in Indy. They just had a rough game today. Mahomes in shotgun looking to throw. Pass left side is off the mark and incomplete. Now, they could obviously improve from Daniel Jones, but he was not the issue with today's game. The offense as a whole struggled. At 3rd and 12. Mahomes in shotgun, back to his left, 3 receivers to the right. Going to look to throw. Pass right side, going to be caught by Xavier Worthy, but not enough for the first. Needed 12, got about 6 up to the 28. And out comes Harrison Butker in the field goal unit. Under 10 minutes to play in the first half. 46-yard kick from the right hash. And we have a stoppage before the snap. The Bills will call a timeout. Okay. Interesting timeout called by Buffalo. There's inconsistency with the Packers, but I still think they're Super Bowl contenders. Because when they're on their game, they're a very tough team to beat. There wasn't great news about Tucker Kraft during the post game stuff, but there's still nothing definitive yet. They're gonna need someone to step up in the receiving room. 46-yard kick from Butker is up, and it is right down the middle. And plus, they still have a defense that can win them a playoff game or two. It's just they need the offense to find that rhythm at the right time. It also would help if they can still somehow win that division and get those home playoff games. So that's going to be very important for them. I wouldn't say the Colts are Super Bowl contenders. Even before today's game, I wouldn't necessarily say that. They're going to be an interesting team to watch in the playoffs. They have a style right now that, for the most part, it works consistently. They had a tough game against the Steelers today, but they have a style that works. It's just, is it something that can translate into a playoff environment? As the regular season and the playoffs are two completely different games. Them getting home field would be massive, but now things are going to be tough for it as they're tied with Denver for the 1 seed. So it's going to be very interesting next few weeks. And plus, the Colts' remaining schedule is not the easiest either. So if they can win that division, I think they could definitely win at least a playoff game. But they're gonna need some help in that regard. And it would be great if the Raiders and the Jaguars can do anything in that game to help decide that. That game is still tied up at 0. Rams are up 20-3 over the Saints. Hell yeah. As we're still at commercial break. Part of me is thinking about streaming some college stuff. I just don't know if I will have the time to or really want to. Kickoff underway, going to be returned beginning from the 4. As you out past the 20, 25, and down to about the 30. My thing with college is I like how it's a football like league that I can just have on in the background and not fully pay attention to it until until the draft comes around and you need to go back and look through some of the players. Even a UFL where I'm completely impartial on the teams, I'm still going live with those games and I'm still enjoying streaming them. But it's college football being that Saturday, just have on in the background while I'm doing other stuff type of thing, as I like it. So I might go live with some CFB stuff, but I'm not sure. Allen under center, back and fullback behind him, going to play action and look to throw. Allen with some time going to step up. Shovel passing this forward, has a man open. Past the 45 and down to the 49. All right, nice little shovel pass there from Josh Allen. NFL most of the games. I stream pretty much every single game during the UFL season during the spring, and probably this year or this season I'm gonna start doing NBA and NHL playoffs. Specifically, specifically the New York Knicks and the Florida Panthers and the Miami Heat if they make it. Pass right side going to be caught with space past midfield down to the 46. It was Jackson Hawes on the reception on the previous play, and it's Tyrell Shavers on the reception there. My only thing with doing the NHL playoffs is I probably won't go live with every single Florida Panthers game for that, because I probably will end up going to a game. Hopefully. But that's the idea. 2nd and 3. Allen handoff up the middle for James Cook, and he has space. Trying to find some room down the right side. Breaking some tackles. Gets inside the 40 to the 37, 38-ish. Penalty marker down, though. It is a holding against the Bills. Push them back some. Yeah, that's an unfortunate holding call. Because I need those rushing yards for James Cook. I don't... Alright, 2nd and 13. Allen in shotgun, back to his left. 3 receivers to the left. Gonna shift the back to his right now. Play clock winding down. They get the snap off as Allen looks to throw. Has some time. Passing over the middle is caught with space. Past the 35 to 30, 25 20, the 15 to 10, and down to the 7. It's Dalton Kincaid on the reception, and a 1st and goal coming up for Buffalo. Yeah, like you'll see starting Thanksgiving and going through the playoffs, you're gonna see on instead of like the Panther jersey that I wear when I don't have a jersey to wear during games, I'm gonna start mixing in the XFL jersey that I have just to like start promoting the UFL stuff as well. Handoff up the middle on 1st and goal goes to Ty Johnson inside the 5 to about the 3. And they're going up tempo here. Allen under center, back behind him. They give once again to Ty Johnson, and he has space, and he is in. Touchdown, Buffalo. And they retake the lead. Man, why couldn't that be James Cook? The Bills retake the lead. That's weird. Okay. So yeah, so I also go top of the NFL. I also go live with the UFL, and I have an XFL jersey that I'm gonna start wearing Thanksgiving and through the playoffs to start kind of like promoting the UFL stuff. NBA streams as well for the playoffs when those roll around, specifically the New York Knicks and the Miami Heat, if those teams make it, and then NHL playoff streams for the Florida Panthers would be mixed in there as well. Extra point is up and good. And then like I go live with the NFL draft nights 1 and 2 because night 2 lines up with UFL stuff. I mean, technically day 3 does as well, but I am doing 2 of the Thanksgiving Day games. I am doing the morning and the night game on Thanksgiving. And the current plan is to go live with every game on Christmas. Yeah. Actually, we had to like make sure that Thanksgiving schedule is lined up to where I could go live with those 2 games. Because what? Because it's the morning game is Lions Packers and the night game is Bengals Ravens. I wanted to make sure I was live with those. From the past 2 years, it was 40 it was like 43 total because there's 40 total games during the regular season and 3 playoffs. I would typically go live with like 38 of those. I would miss like a game or two here or there because of just like other scheduling and whatnot. But I plan to do all 43 this year, assuming that there's a 43 total games. We don't know what the schedule is currently looking like for the UFL because they're kind of shifting some things around with it. The idea is though it's probably gonna be around like 43 games I'll be live with for the UFL. And I cover it basically the exact same way I covered the NFL, power rankings, predictions, and all that. But as on top of it, I also try and do like free agency and draft prep stuff. But typically, I get those done before the UFL season just to make sure I'm on top of everything. Not next week's international game because I have a friend visiting next weekend, and I'm kind of not sure what I'll be live with next week. But for sure, I will be live with week 11's international game, which is Miami and Washington. Next weekend is like the 1 week where I'm really questionable in terms of the NFL. Thursday night, I believe I'll be live with that game between the Broncos and Raiders. And then I'll probably just be live with all the primetime games next week. Kickoff underway, going to be returned beginning from about the 8. Works his way past the 20, trying to flip field past the 25, past the 30, 35, and down past the 40 to the 41 is Tyquan Thornton on the carry. I'll have more like definitives on like Wednesday and Thursday afternoon about what I'm going to be live with next week. Most likely Thursday night football, guaranteed Monday night football next week, and most likely Sunday night football. Anything else is kind of up in the air because I'm not sure what the schedule's looking like. I have a friend who's visiting this upcoming weekend. That's putting a wrinkle into things, but I'll make sure to say like I'll make sure to put like a community note out there on Thursday about what the schedule will be. Handoff up the middle past the 45 to about the 47 there for Kareem Hunt. Oh, did something finally happen in the Raiders game? Yeah, Brock. Oh my God, Brock Bowers. What a one-handed touchdown. Holy. Also, the Raiders mixing up their end zone this week. I'm kind of like it. Yes, I will be live with the Dolphins international game. It's only week 10 where things are up in the air. Week 11 we'll go back to regularly scheduled streams of every single primetime and Dolphin game and other stuff. It's just Brandon's visiting Thursday to Monday next week, so that's kind of why it's up in the air. Quick pass right side for Rashee Rice. Going to be caught with room for a first down. I'm making the assumption I'll be able to go live with Thursday Night Football because just he's getting in that day. He has other people he's meeting with as well. I just know for certain that there probably won't be a 425 stream next week, which I'm fine with. Mahomes in shotgun back to his left, 2 receivers to each side. Going to look to throw in 1st and 10. Has some time, rolling to his right to buy more. Still looking, going to throw this one away, incomplete. Kind of like Dolphins international game is going to be fun, man. Dolphins Commanders on international ground, that's going to be something. First game in Madrid. Cannot wait to wake up at like 7 a.m. to have the Dolphins ruin my Sunday early. I might try and do 4 on that Sunday, but we'll see what the schedule looks like and if I feel like doing 4. Handoff up the middle on 2nd and 10 is going to get to about the 40 for Clyde Edwards-Helaire. 3rd and 3 coming up. I could probably check the schedule now, actually. Well, that's the Bills Buccaneers week, yeah. I'll say if any the three guarantees is Dolphins International, Chiefs Broncos, and Sunday Night Football. I might go live in a 1 o'clock game. I'm not sure yet. 3rd and 3, pass right side is incomplete, but penalty markers are down. There's gonna be an illegal formation on the Chiefs. Cole Bishop with a nice play to knock the ball away. Now the Chiefs have a decision to make. Yep, illegal formation on the Chiefs. That will be declined, so it's 4th and 3. And they have a decision to make here. They're in field goal range, but kind of on the back half of it. It's a 4th and 3. They could go for it, and it seems like they're going to keep the offense on the field. Yeah, Mahomes in shotgun, back to his left, 3 receivers to the right. And we have a timeout called by Buffalo. They burned their second as the defense was not getting aligned properly. Most likely there won't be a 1 p.m. game next week as Miami plays Buffalo at 1 o'clock. And the whole reason why next week is kind of up in the air is because my friend's coming to visit to, 1, go to a college game on Friday, and 2, to potentially watch the Dolphin game with me on Sunday. So if that's going to happen, I'm not going to go live with the Dolphin game, so I'm not sure. Okay, like most of next week's scheduling is kind of up in the air. I'll know more by Thursday, hopefully. If not, definitely I'll know more in terms of Sunday by Friday and Saturday. Mahomes in shotgun, back to his left. 3 receivers to the right, looking to throw in 4th and 3. Quick pass right side is incomplete. Looking for Rashee Rice is Cole Bishop forcing it loose. And it's a turnover on downs with 4:12 to play in the half. I'll do a community post Thursday afternoon about Thursday Night Football specifically. And then on Friday or Saturday, I'll do one about Sunday's slate. Wait. No shot. No, he didn't. Cam Little! Damn it, I missed! Oh, he actually fucking did it. Cam Little actually did it. Cam Little from 68 yards. And there's a new NFL record. Why did it have to be Jaguars Raiders what happened in? Why did it have to be that dog shit game? Cam Little from 68 yards out. That's a new NFL record. That is crazy. Why did it have to be in that game? Why did it have to be against the Raiders he did it in, man? Come on. No shot. It was still that commercial break. That is insane. We're just coming back from commercial break. Cam fucking Little. The give up the middle to James Cook has space past midfield, past the 45 and down to the 43. All right, James Cook. Yeah, just keep feeding it to James Cook. It works, man. It works. "68 yards out. He hit from 70 in the preseason. He just said, let me do it again, basically. Allen under center. Hand off to James Cook, right side. Gonna have enough space to get to the 41, a gain of 3. Under 3.5 to play in the first half. And 2nd and 7. Allen in shotgun back to his left. 2 receiving options to each side. Play clock winding down. Man in motion left to right. Is Allen gonna quick throw this left side to Shakir? Has space to pick up about 4 or 5. Gonna be a 3rd and short no matter what. Third and 3. And they can let this run to the 2-minute warning. It's officially 68. Based off of what 68 is what everyone's reporting, is what the broadcast said. He still had like 5 yards on that kick. Yeah, Cam Little out of nowhere, man. What the? All right, we're at the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play in the first half between Chiefs Bills. I will quickly be right back. All right. I'm back. We're still at commercial break. It's up there for game of the year. Giants Cowboys is close. Even Bengals Jets is up there. Bengals Steelers is up there. The Bengals have had a really good 3 weeks of great games. They're 1-2 in. What else? Bills Ravens week 1 was fantastic. Giants Broncos is up there. There's a ton of great games this year. All right, just coming back from commercial break. 2 minutes to play in the first half. It would be a great game. It's a shame it's not happening this year. It is a shame. So 3rd and 2, Allen in shotgun back to his left. 2 receiving options to each side. Quick throw, right side caught by Shakir, and he's going to get barely enough for the first down. Needed about 2.5, and he got 3. They keep the chains moving and the clock running. I just saw that Juwan Johnson had a touchdown grab. Yeah, again, it's a shame that Cowboys-Bengals is not being played this year, but that would be a fantastic offensive game. Yeah, that would be a great game. All right, the Chiefs called their first timeout with 1:50 to play in the half. Oh, there's Marvin Lewis. It's crazy how he's being credited to be a Steelers linebacker coach and not, the Bengals head coach. Allen under center, back and fullback behind him. Going to play action and look to throw. Allen with some time. Pass right side, has a man that's caught. And going to be brought down out of bounds near the 5-yard line. That's Dawson Knox. They're actually rolling him down at the 3-yard line. 1:43 to play in the half. Give it to James Cook. Allen under center, back and fullback behind him. The give to James Cook up the middle. And the extra effort, did he get in? They're saying he's down short. Damn you. They're saying he's down at the half-yard line. When does his... It depends on when he's knees down. I'm not seeing it down just yet. That might be in. He's laying on top of a bunch of Chiefs. They're either saying forward progress was stopped or that his knee touched somewhere that I just didn't see. The Chiefs called their second timeout, though, with 1:35 to play in the half. No, he doesn't seem down there. It's very close, but he doesn't seem down. This is up to the officials to review this. There's no challenges under 2 minutes. I guess they're ruling forward progress stopped, which would make sense. Yeah. Allen under center. Back behind him, man in motion. QB sneak up the middle, and Josh Allen gonna be stuffed short. 1:28 to play in the half. Josh Allen is being marked short. But no, that top down angle I think shows he got in. Yeah, now I think they got it in proper. I imagine this will be reviewed as well. And yep, they're saying that Josh Allen got in. 47th game with a passing and rushing touchdown, the most in NFL history. And it extends this Bills lead to 10 and soon to be 11. The extra point. It is up, and it is an 11-point game in Buffalo. The Chiefs have one timeout in 1:30 to try and get points before the half. And we head to a commercial break with that as well. So at commercial break after the Bills extended this lead to 11. And at commercial break. Still at commercial break. They a long commercial break right now. Okay. Should be coming out of it soon. Here we go. Just coming out of commercial break. Bills set to send this one down. Kickoff going to be returned beginning from the 1-yard line. Room past the 20, 25, and down past the 30 to the 33. And there's a minute 26 to go in the half with one timeout. The refs can still get you here. Oh, now CBS is finally showing the record-setting 68-yard field goal between the Jaguars and the Raiders. Also, wait, that's how the Raiders are doing their end zone this week? Okay. Mahomes in shotgun back to his left. 3 receivers to the right. Ball on the 33. Mahomes looking to throw. Pass left side, going to be caught by Kareem Hunt. Has space to the 39 before being brought down. One side of the end zone is a typical silver text on black background for the Raiders. The other side is inverted, and I don't know why they're doing it that way, but it's fine. Mahomes to throw in 2nd and 4. Gonna step up and throw right side. Has a man over the middle. Caught by Travis Kelce. He gets inside the 45 to the 41 and inside field goal range. Chiefs still go hurry up. 50 seconds to play. Mahomes in shotgun back to his right. 2 receiving options to each side. Looking to throw once again. Mahomes backing up big. Throwing deep. Right side has a man. It's caught. Hollywood Brown down to the 1. 35 seconds and go and hurry up once again. First and goal from the 1-yard line. Mahomes in shotgun, back to his right. 2 receiving options to each side. And we have a timeout called by Buffalo with 20 seconds to play in the half. And Mahomes does it again. A miraculous drive against the Bills with under 2 minutes to play and little amount of timeouts. Puts him at 1st and goal. Wow. First and goal. Mahomes in shotgun, back to his right. To give up the middle to Kareem Hunt. He is stuffed at the line for no gain. And the Chiefs will call their final timeout. They have time for about 2 shots towards the end zone. $15 seconds in the half. 2nd and goal coming up. For a Bills defense that really struggles against the run, that was some good run fitting right there. Second and goal. Mahomes in shotgun, back to his left. Drifting back to his right. 3 receivers to the left. Man in motion, left to right. That's Xavier Worthy now lined up on the right side. Then Worthy back over, and Mahomes going to look to throw. Has time. Rolling right and going to throw this one away, incomplete. 9 seconds to play. 3rd and goal coming up. Have time for one more play. Third and goal. Mahomes in shotgun, back to his right. 3 receivers to the left. Play clock winding down. Mahomes to throw. Pass over the middle, incomplete. Looking for Travis Kelce, but he gets hit while that ball comes in. And they get down to the 1-yard line, only to get stuffed 3 straight times and have to settle for a field goal. Yeah, pass was behind. Cole Bishop lays a nice hit. And out comes Harrison Butker for a 19-yard kick from the right hash. To make this back to a 1-score game, it is up and it is right down the middle. The Chiefs get ball to begin the second half, so it's not the end of the world. But you get down to the 1-yard line, you want to be able to finish the job, but they just weren't able to there. No shot. We go to a commercial break with 3 seconds in the half. God, CBS, you're looking like Fox out here. All right. So at commercial break with 6 seconds, 3 seconds to play in the first half. Yeah, Joe Alt going down earlier for the Chargers is a tough blow for them. CBS does suck with commercials, but I've had worse experiences with Fox. So I'm kind of like, whatever. I'm more so surprised that they're doing it than anything. And we still have commercial break. We have tonight, Sunday Night Football is the Seahawks and the Commanders. And then tomorrow night, it is the Cardinals and Cowboys. I completely forgot about NFL Plus. I have that. Okay. That was because YouTube TV and Disney and ESPN and all that having a weird relationship right now. So I'm like, I'm not sure how I'll go live with Monday Night Football. And I'm just like, oh yeah, ESPN. Oh yeah, NFL Plus exists. I can just use that if I need to. It would be a little bit weird compared to the current screen I'm using, but at least it would be a way to watch the game. Yeah, commercials in general do kind of suck, but it's whatever. Kickoff underway. This is going to be out the back of the end zone for a touchback. I imagine the Bills will just need this one to halftime. Where the Chiefs get ball to begin the second half. But there's questions surrounding Travis Kelce's availability. He headed to the locker room early. And again, he got hit hard on that third down play. As there's the kneel down and we head to halftime. The Chiefs get ball to begin the second half. This one is an 8-point game. Chiefs looking to get something on their next drive going. Christmas ads probably won't arrive till like next week, I imagine. Or maybe NBC will have a ton of them, but CBS not for a little bit. All right, the Chiefs are set to receive the second half kickoff. I still find it funny how Buffalo in their current stadium has a single hallway to get to both locker rooms. I believe that's being changed for the new stadium next year. I don't remember. Well, YouTube is different than the actual broadcast and stuff. Also, I don't see YouTube ads anymore because we've had premium for like over a year now because of YouTube TV and Sunday Ticket and whatnot. So I don't really care how YouTube handles their ads. It's whatever to me. I mean, that's pretty much always been the case. I still like Thanksgiving because it's time off, but I don't really care. Yeah, Jamar Chase is not happy right now. Not to be surprised. They have at commercial break. So it's in the description it says two friends. My buddy Tosid is supposed to be a part of all this as well. but it's more so he's the NBA guy. So when we do NBA streams for the playoffs, he'll be in them. But it's a quarter is for quarterback, as that's the position I played when I played football, and then the guard is for shooting guard, as that's the position he played when that he played slash still kind of plays. So it's kind of like a combination because there's supposed to be also NBA coverage here. It's just in my current situation of college and all that, I don't have the time to also do the NBA. So hopefully next year we can start doing full season coverage of the NBA. But the plan is to do playoff stuff this year, just to start adding to it. But I do want to do like proper NBA stuff, and those will probably turn into like just streams during the week as well. But it's just, I don't have the time right now to do all I want to do with the NBA, so I'm gonna hold off on it entirely because I'm not that invested in college football the same way that I am in the NFL. Because like I mentioned earlier that for college football, I like it to be a football quote unquote league that I have on in the background on Saturday while I do other stuff. Part of it is also the fact that again I don't have a lot of time right now, and I have assignments that I do, and Friday, and Saturday are when I do them primarily. So that way I can spend the early parts of the week making sure videos go up. It might be a world where I start doing more college football stuff, but I kind of doubt it. It's just not. I never really had this. I just don't really like care to the same degree for college football. Thank you, I appreciate it. It's going fine right now. Actually, before all the streams today, I had to quickly do an assignment that I forgot to do yesterday. Yeah, it shouldn't be too much longer with all of it. It's just it kind of like limits what I can do, which is part of the reason why I like the scoreboard and the graphics don't have like that same pizzazz that I want them to. Ideally, next year is I start doing some of that stuff, but we'll see. I get the upper age stuff a lot, so don't worry. It also doesn't help that I've been purposely growing out the beard the past few months or so. Yeah, I turned 21 in February. But yeah, it's been I've been it's nearing 2 years of like really being committed to this channel again now because it used to be called something else around the time of like around like COVID. It was called something else, but I didn't really have like an idea of what to do with it. And then I was like, no, screw it. It's 2024 just arrived. It's a new year. Let's just dive right into it and go fully again because now I have like a better idea of what I want to do with it. So it's just been riding that since. And like just the videos I've posted, I'm like, at some point I will do these videos again when I have more time and I have like more, and I'm more accustomed to the process of everything. Like you'll see during December and Thanksgiving what like a more ideal setup was gonna look like. I think the background's gonna be different and more a lot more dolphins heavy, but it's gonna be like an actual like desk setup where things are gonna be able to be moved around a lot better. Yep, still at the half. I've been brainstorming so many ideas. I just have to like hold off on the side until later date. Like there's there's a window on my computer right now full of research for a video I've been wanting to do, which haven't had the time to actually research it properly, like finish the research yet because of everything. No, again, it's fine. I get it a lot. I get it a lot. I've pretty much always have been like I've always have had people surprised by my age in terms of like being younger than they think I am. It helps because I was always like tall. I'm like 6'4", 6'5" ish, but I used to be like, but it's like growing up, I was always like tall, like relatively taller than average in terms of like where I grew up in, and also like relatively deep voice. Again, the beard. I mean, I've been letting the beard and the hair grow out because I just haven't cared to get a haircut. And also, yeah, like, I speak like I have a lot more knowledge on stuff. It's just I have a really great memory and I love football so much where I do a ton of research for no reason. Like I like pretty much anything from the 2000s. I have like a good grasp of knowledge on for football, which makes sense. I want to start like getting more stuff for the 90s into my brain, but I just don't have the time to do that same research. I have another video idea that I'm gonna work on, probably start working on next summer. Be in the winter, I'm not sure. So, the, so in terms of like greatest quarterback of all, favorite quarterback of all time that I have watched, like watched my own eyes, it's Aaron Rodgers. When I played quarterback, he was the guy I wanted to model my game after the most because he's an insanely accurate passer. He's one of my favorite quarterbacks to watch. In terms of just like in general, top quarterbacks is Dan Marino. Like you even going back and going through his highlights, it's insane what he was able to do during that era of football. But it's just I didn't get to actually watch him play live. I'm just going based off highlights. And I like prime Aaron Green Bay Packer era Aaron Rodgers is one of my favorite quarterbacks to watch. It's insane what he was able to do with the ball. And it still is he still is an insane passer. It's just he's also has since have some off the field stuff that I don't really care about. And still like commercial break should be getting into the second half here soon. I need to text my friend if he has his ticket yet for Friday. I'll do that tomorrow. All right, so like commercial break. Yeah, that probably will still arrive, but probably more so towards the off season or like towards the playoffs and stuff. It was supposed to be like right after what that Giants game. It's just I never got around to it. I got caught up with classes and whatnot. That's probably one of those videos where I'll make in December and then release it in like March when I just have Because I plan to do like a ton of video stuff in December when I have more time due to being on winter break. And just get a ton of stuff like at least recorded in December. So that way I can just edit them as it comes with the scheduling. Like I have a like last year winter break in December. I did 3 videos throughout the entire winter. 2 of them got uploaded in March. 1 of them got uploaded in August. In the summer, well, the UFL kind of goes into the summer. That goes until June. In the summer, it is I do 1 video essay and then 1 to 2 like team and the divisional breakdown stuff. So beginning in like mid-June, we'll start going over every NFL team's off seasons and kind of what I expect from them from the season, as well as any other like, video essays I can think of to do. Second half kickoff underway, going to be returned up past the 25 to about the 30. Chiefs will begin from there. In terms of like streams, maybe I'm gonna start. Maybe I'll do like a stream here or there. It's just I do so many streams during the spring and the fall with the NFL and UFL that I'm kind of just like, eh. Travon Walker got ejected in the Jaguars Raiders game. Crazy. Mahomes in shotgun back to his left. 3 receivers to the right. First play from scrimmage of the second half. Mahomes looking to throw. Pass over the middle, caught by Kelsey. He gets up to the 35. Yeah, they mutually agreed to part ways. And that's essentially he was fired, but there probably was some kind of an agreement there to where Grier does not turn around and help out the Flores lawsuit that much. Mahomes in shotgun looking to throw. Dump off left side can be caught by Xavier Worthy. Makes one man miss and gonna find space to lose about a yard. Yeah, the Bills read that play pretty well. Oh, it does say so. Let's say half. Thank you. Yeah, the key thing is they worded it as mutually parting ways, and I think that's very important to the entire situation. But that's something I want to make a video on after the Flores lawsuit is all said and done, because that's a whole mess of a situation. Mahomes looking to throw in 3rd and 7, rolling right, trying to buy some time. Throwing right is going to be incomplete. Looking for Hollywood Brown. Cole Bishop in great coverage, and the Chiefs go 3 and out to begin the second half. It's still New England in terms of teams I hate the most. It's still New England, but Buffalo has become a very close second. The only reason it's not Buffalo proper is for as much as I don't want them to succeed, I still have so much more respect for Josh Allen than I ever did for Tom Brady. Punt comes off clean, going to be fair caught at about the 12. Like if Tom Brady was doing his same stuff on a different team, I still would have discontent for him, but respect. If Josh Allen was on any other team besides an AFC East team, he would be my favorite quarterback. That's the only reason the Bills are not number 1 in terms of most hated. As we're at commercial break after the 3 and out. I grew up in South Florida. I grew up a Dolphins fan. my dad was a Dolphins fan because of Marino. I followed suit. We would go to a game a year up until COVID, basically, and then afterwards we got season tickets for 2 years. It was fun. We had season tickets for the final year of Flores and the first year of McDaniel. And it was fun. I have good memories of going to Dolphin games. Yeah. But one of my older memories is going to a Dolphin game. And it was what? It was 2012 Dolphins Seahawks. Dan Carpenter hit a like 40+ yard game winner. We were sitting 300 level 50-yard line, I think on the Seattle sideline. That was a great game. Like also like any kid, like there was like secondary team changed constantly. Like, there was Bengals I liked for a little while. Same with the Lions. Recently, it's been the Pack. Like the past like 10-ish years, it's been the Packers. Oh yeah, it's a Marino signed jersey I got at a collector's convention in South Florida for like $100. That was one of the easier purchases I've ever made. Allen under center, back and fullback behind him. Gonna hand this off to James Cook, right side. Find space to the 20, a gain of 3. Yeah, so like I have that Marino signed jersey. Down south, I have a Bob Greasy and a Tua signed. I have a Bob Greasy signed football and a Tua signed football. Yes, T Fox. Cam Little broke the record and he's on your bench this week. I hate you. 68 yards out. Allen alone in shotgun, looking to throw. Quick dump off left side, gonna have some space to the 25. That is Dalton Kincaid on the reception, the 3rd and 2 coming up. I'm pissed that he broke the record in the game against the Raiders of all teams. There might be 5,000 people watching that game, and he broke the record in it. Like, come on. I so badly wanted to be live for when the record got broken, but no. Like live for that game specifically, I should say. Allen gonna keep it himself up the middle on a read option, gets past the 35 and down to the 36. I mean, yeah, but at the same time, it was an end of half kick. It would have happened they would have sent that out against any team. My 1st and 10 for Buffalo. Allen in shotgun, back to his left. Gonna hand this off to James Cook up the middle, and he gets to about the 40-ish. All right, 2nd and 7. Yeah. Allen looking to throw. Has time, pass over the middle, going to be caught past midfield to about the 49. Penalty marker is down. That is Dalton Kincaid on the reception. And also, but T-Fox, that wasn't much of a called shot. Is Mahomes against the Bills or is Lamar Jackson against the Dolphins? That was an easy decision to make. Holden against the Chiefs is the call. That will be declined. So the play stands up past midfield there for Dalton Kincaid. Allen under center, going to hand this off up the middle for James Cook. He gets maybe a yard. Yeah, they're going to say he got nothing, actually. So 2nd and 10, under 10 minutes to play in the third quarter. Allen in shotgun, back to his left, 2 receivers to each side. 2nd and 10. Allen going to look to throw. Pressure coming, escaping to his right. Still looking, going to throw this one away, incomplete. All right, so 3rd and 10. Allen in shotgun. 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Going to quick throw this left side for Khalil Shakir, and he's going to get maybe a yard. Played really well there by the Chiefs. And the Bills are going to have to punt this one away from deep, from like the 48-yard line. That's the stand the Chiefs needed to make. All right, so the punt comes off clean, trying to pin the Chiefs deep. This is going to be fair caught and going to be let bounce to be downed at the 11. 8:38 to play in the third. Chiefs will start from inside their own 15, and we head to a commercial break. All right, so at commercial break. At commercial break. Hey, speaking of Chiefs. Yep, at commercial break. Still at commercial. Welcome back. Welcome back. Chiefs have ball from inside their own 15 with 8:38 to play in the third quarter. We're still at commercial break. There we go. Coming out of commercial break. About time. But some of these commercials just feel longer and longer as we go. It's also because it was daylight savings last night, and even though the hour went back, even though we gained an hour, I so stayed up past it. It should be a good one tonight. Both teams wearing technically throwbacks. Handoff up the middle is going to get a yard there for Kareem Hunt. Yeah, as it currently sits, both the Chiefs and Bills are in the wild card, which is crazy to think about. At least no Washington is wearing their throwbacks. I'm pretty sure I saw somewhere that the Seahawks are wearing theirs. If not, I need to quickly change that graphic. Oh yeah, they're wearing throwbacks tonight. Mahomes to throw in 2nd and 9. Passing deep. Right side for Xavier Worthy. That's incomplete. Just barely underthrown. 3rd and 9 coming up. Because the Seahawks are wearing their throwbacks. The Commanders are wearing their Super Bowl era uniforms. AKA there's just throwbacks, but without the previous Brandon. Yeah, so it's their like 80s style uniforms, but it's just, without the previous Brandon of, the Snyder era. So it's technically throwbacks, but not really. 3rd and 9. Mahomes looking to throw. Has some time. Going to roll to his right to buy more. Throw in over the middle. That's going to be somehow caught by Kelsey at the 40. In between 4 Bills. How did no one converge there? Yeah, you definitely deserve it if you lose off of Cam Little being benched. But James Cook has not been doing a lot for me tonight, so I think you're fine. If James Cook could just find the end zone, I would feel a lot better about this week. Mahomes gonna hand this off up the middle on 1st and 10, and that's gonna get about 3 or 4. That's Brashard Smith on the carry. Yeah, so even with the Commanders still keeping that Commanders Brandon and whatnot, I do have a throwback logo for them because it's one of in my opinion, it's the best logo they've had in franchise history. And they have been working it back into their Brandon, so I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna use the logo. I'm gonna use this logo because it's nice. And it's technically fits within that era. Mahomes in shotgun, back behind him. Going to play action and look to throw. Has time on 2nd and 6. Stepping up, passing right side. It's incomplete. Short armed and missed the mark by about 5 yards. Yeah, the name was the big issue, but it's Dan Snyder. Like it's his way or the highway, and they chose if we can't have the name, we're not gonna have the Brandon. Because again, like the logo I'm using tonight, it would have worked just fine with the Commander's name, but it didn't even really think about it until Josh Harris came in. Oh, a penalty marker down. They're gonna rule intentional grounding. Intentional grounding against the Chiefs. Yeah, Mahomes is not happy about that. Because he was definitely in the pocket. What was that tipped? Because Mahomes was, I think, signaling that it was tipped, and that's why it shouldn't have been. It was definitely a terrible throw. No, that was not tipped. That was just Mahomes having a terrible throw and trying to play it off like he was hit. All right, 3rd and 16. And are the Chiefs? Can you challenge intentional grounding? Oh, that ball was tipped. But either way, it was not going to reach the target. But if it's tipped, it's tipped. It would mean no intentional grounding. Yeah. A Z is. Yeah. Here's the thing, Mahomes is signaling that his arm got hit while going forward, which was not the case. If he was signaling that it was tipped, then yeah, it would make more sense why he was upset there. Refs are still discussing. And I think they're saying it stands. Yeah, okay. Penalty still stands. Cool. Yeah, it was tipped, but it wasn't tipped enough. Mahomes in shotgun, back to his right. 3 receivers to the left. Going to look to throw in 3rd and 16. Step into his left, trying to buy some time, and sacked. Back at the 25. And the Chiefs will have to punt it right back. 6 minutes to play in the 3rd. Yeah, that is some crazy shit there. And it's, yeah, no player deserves shit like that said about them. It's crazy. Punt comes off clean. Going to be returned beginning from the 15. Has room down the left side to the 26. Yeah. The Jaguars fan base is at times it can be funny, but it's just a mess. At commercial break. At commercial break. Okay, they did throw a penalty on the Stroud hit that he got concussed on. That makes sense. Yeah, Jaguars fans are. Well, that was last year where it happened, right? Because T-Law got injured last year off of a hit by Aziz Al-Shaair. And like Shahir has made a lot of really questionable hits throughout his career, but still, no player deserves stuff like that said about them. It's crazy. I don't think Trevor Lawrence has missed time this year. I also don't think they've played each other yet this year. 'Cause I know last year, there was another like bad hit against him. It might have been the week 1 game, but I don't think so. Oh yeah, then it probably was from the week 1 game then. Yeah, I know. Last year there was another like big hit he laid. Like he lays a lot of big hits. That just happens. So again, still no player deserves it. Or deserves shit said about them like that. And just coming back from commercial break. 5.5 to play in the third. Yeah. Allen under center, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the right. Gonna hand this off to James Cook up the middle, and he's gonna find his way for about 2 or 3. All right, so Allen in shotgun, 4 receivers to the right. Gonna motion someone into the backfield to his right as well. Ball on their own 29, 2nd and 7, looking to throw. Allen with time, pass left side is caught and has space. Up past the 45 near midfield, that's Khalil Shakir on the reception, and the Bills are moving. I said Miami Heat play tonight at good old 9:30 p.m. That's gonna be fun. All right, so Allen under center, back behind him. 3 receivers to the right. Play action looking to throw. Allen with time, gonna roll right and dump off to Keon Coleman for a gain of 11. And another first down. So 1st and 10, 3:40 to play in the third. Allen under center, back and fullback behind him. Handoff up the middle for James Cook, and he's going to get about 2. That's what they're doing every handoff to Cook up the middle tonight. Go outside a bit. So 2nd and 8, Allen in shotgun, back to his right. 3 receiving options to the left. Shifting the back to his left as Allen will look to throw. Passing left side, going to be caught to the 10. It's Elijah Moore hanging on through the contact. And the Bills are into the red zone with 2.5 to play in the third. On the money throw, a good catch through the contact. It's now Josh Allen under center, back behind him. They give to James Cook up the middle. He has room inside the 5 down to the 3. Come on, just punch it in. And I need the James Cook rushing touchdown. I need it right now. Allen going to hand this off to James Cook up the middle and going to get brought down to the 1. And Josh Allen's going to QB sneak this up the middle, and he's going to get in. I feel like I'm watching the Eagles right now. The Bills extend this lead. I feel like I'm watching the Eagles, man. Come on, Saquon Barkley touchdown. Let's go. And it's down to the 1. Great time for Josh Allen to get his. All right, the extra point is up, and it is good. 15-point Bill lead with a minute and a half to play in the third. We head to a commercial break. All right, at commercial break. At commercial break. At commercial break with a minute 34 to play in the third quarter. Just exiting commercial break. We await the Bills to send this one down in the Chiefs' next drive. Kickoff underway, going to be returned beginning from the 1-yard line. As zoom out past to 20, past to 25, past to 30, and down to about the 35. Chiefs will begin from there. All right. First play of the drive. Mahomes in shotgun. Back to his right. 2 receiving options to each side. Then a man in motion left to right. Down by 15. Mahomes play action looking to throw. Has time. Passing left side going to be ruled a fumble and picked up by Buffalo. And now they're ruling it incomplete. Mahomes was hit while throwing that pass. Initially, briefly ruled a fumble, but quickly changed to incomplete. It said his arm went forward there. Yeah, his arm was going forward. That's incomplete. So Mahomes in shotgun, back to his right, 3 receivers to the left, gonna look to throw. Has some time, rolled in right to buy more, still looking. And going to throw this crossbody that's overthrown and incomplete. Luckily not picked off. Looking for Rashee Rice. And a 3rd and 10 coming up. This Bills defense is playing light years better than I thought they were going to tonight. Mainly because, they've been forcing the ball. They've been forcing it through the air and trying to make sure that the Chiefs beat them through the air and they contain the run pretty well. Because Mahomes took a hit there afterwards. I'm kind of shocked there wasn't a penalty called. The refs have been giving them no help in this game, so something might be going on there. Mahomes alone in shotgun, looking to throw in 3rd and 10. Pass deep side, left side, can be caught by Hollywood Brown. Inside the 35 to the 32. All right. All it takes is one play, and the Chiefs are deep into plus territory. Great throw from Mahomes. Good route there by Hollywood Brown. And it sets things up nicely for them to try and get something out of this drive. Down by 15. Wouldn't it be completely shocked if they go for 2 after a touchdown here? Mr. Raiola Sr. is crazy, T-Fox. Mahomes looking to throw in 1st and 10. Has time, a dump off left side can be caught by Juju Smith-Schuster for about 2. If anything, Dylan Raiola is Mahomes Jr. Or Mahomes the 4th, whatever. And 2nd and 8 will be ran after this commercial break, as that's the end of the 3rd quarter. 15 minutes remain. Bills up by 15, trying to hang on to this win and become 1-5 against the Chiefs in the regular season. Shooting winners of 5 straight. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. All right, I'll quickly be right back. All right, I am back. We're at commercial break still. There's a 2nd and 8 coming up when we get back. At commercial break still. At commercial break. There we go. Exiting commercial break. What was once a 8-point Bills lead is now 15. It's a 2nd and 8 for the Chiefs. Start of the 4th quarter. Mahomes in shotgun. Back to his left. 3 receivers to the right. Ball on the plus 31. Mahomes looking to throw once again. Has some time trying to escape, but unable to. He's sacked back at the 39. It's Joey Bosa on the sack. Someone who is well accustomed to bringing down Mahomes. And a 3rd and 17 coming up. It's the Bills always seem to have the Chiefs' number in the regular season. But it's when the playoffs roll around that the Chiefs get their get back. As there is a Chief slow to get up, it is Jawan Taylor who is down after the play. And we're going right back to a commercial break. It's just another one of those games where the offense just could not find a rhythm. And the defense can only do so much on the back end when they're on the field. When they're on the field a good chunk. I mean, you're competing with Jacksonville. Who else? It's Jacksonville. It's I mean, still technically like the Chargers and the Bills, but it's more so you're competing with Jacksonville, with the Texans, with the Bengals. You should be able to make the playoffs just fine. The Ravens are in there, but they're probably going to win that division. The Steelers are competing with. The Chiefs will still make the playoffs. I just, this loss here and getting 2 games behind Denver, the division might be out of reach at this point. Because you really can't afford to lose one more in the division then. It's going to be an interesting back half of the season for sure, though, for the Chiefs. I'm curious if they're going to make a push at the deadline for something just for something that can just simply get the offense into a rhythm. The same way like they traded for DeAndre Hopkins last year. Like, is there going to be another move like that in store for the Chiefs? Just coming back from commercial break, 3rd and 17. Mahomes in shotgun back to his right. 2 receiving options to each side. Mahomes going to look to throw. Has some time. Pass left side is going to, I believe, be incomplete. Was looking for Xavier Worthy. Was a low pass, did not have enough in it. And even a diving effort can be incomplete. Even if it was caught, it would be short of the first down marker. And yeah, it's incomplete. It goes off his hands. Probably one he should catch, but it's a tough one. As there's a Bill slow to get up now, he's going to be helped off the field. And it's 4th and 17. When is that game being played? Because Colts Chiefs is going to be very interesting. The offense is staying on the field. I kind of get, you're not in field goal range. But that is... Mahomes is on pace for his lowest career completion percentage in a single game. Mahomes in shotgun back to his right, looking to throw on 4th and 17. Roll in right, and there's going to be a stoppage now. Play is being blown dead. pretty much as soon as Mahomes started to roll out. Prior to the snap, Buffalo called a timeout. In 3 weeks, Miami's on a bye that week. Hell yeah. I might go live with that game. I probably will go live with that game in week 12. That's the best of the 1 o'clock slate. That 425 slate on week 12 is not enticing at all. What the? Eagles Cowboys probably be a good game. I'll see. Mahomes in shotgun back to his left. 3 receivers to the right. 4th and 17. Looking to throw. Has time. Throw it over the middle. Wide open. It's caught. It's Rashee Rice inside the 15 and out of bounds to the 10. They keep the chains moving, but Mahomes. Oh, no, he's fine. His cleat came undone a bit there. Rashee Rice finds the space. Now going to be a 1st and 10 from the 11. Mahomes in shotgun. Handoff up the middle for Kareem Hunt. He's going to fight his way inside the 10 to about the 7, maybe the 6. Well, again, the Colts are a really solid team this year, so I wouldn't go that far. So by that point, the Colts might be looking a little bit different. Just because their schedule leading up to that game is not that easy. Or, I mean, they have the Falcons and then their bye weeks. Nah, never mind. Second and 6. Mahomes in shotgun back to his left. 2 receivers to each side. Ball on the 7-yard line. Looking to throw. Gonna step up and take it himself inside the 5 and down to the 2. 3rd and 1 coming up. Third and 1. Mahomes under center, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the left. They give up the middle to Kareem Hunt, and he is stuffed at the line for no gain. A 4th and 1 with 12 minutes to play in the game. They're probably going to go for it here. Actually, kind of need to. Oh, Cooper Kupp is inactive tonight? Is that healthy scratch or is that due to injury? Yeah, Cooper Kupp is inactive. Mahomes under center, handoff up the middle, and that gets in. Kareem Hunt, touchdown Kansas City. They cut into this deficit. With 12 minutes to play, and they're going to go for 2. All right, 2-point try. Mahomes in shotgun back to his left. 3 receivers to the right. To make this a 7-point game. The back motioning out wide to the right. Mahomes looking to throw. Pass right side going to be caught by Travis Kelce. This game is at 7. It's a 1-possession game with 11.5 to go. 2 fourth down conversions. And this game's getting a whole lot more interesting. And add commercial break afterwards. Bro, Brock Bowers has 2 touchdowns tonight. He is playing well after being out due to injury the past few weeks. Yeah, but it was a fair move as well to make. Because like yeah, he was looking rough early on in the season, but he's back, man. The other tough part is how consistent is this gonna be because he's on the Raiders. Yeah, they might win today, but are they gonna win again this season? That's part of the issue. Just how consistent can they be? There's still a commercial break. All right, just getting back from commercial break. Yeah. A Raiders win would I mean it would mean the entire AFC South loss, so it probably does nothing in terms of that division, but still. Kickoff underway, going to be returned beginning from the 1-yard line. Has room out past the 22, past the 25 to about the 26, 27. Powell got pushed even more up to about the 31. Yeah, that is one of those games where I think it was a non-factor this week. Now, if the Texans would have won, that game would have had some implications there for the AFC South. Because I'm pretty sure that would have mean that they jumped Jacksonville in that division, but instead. Oh well. Allen under center, back behind him. Gonna play action and look to throw, rolling right, pump faking and trying to find someone. Now will take it himself and slide down past the 35 to the 37. Yeah. But that's the NFL for you. Weird things happen and fairness is out the window. Allen really tried to flop there. That's crazy. Under center, back and fullback behind him. 2nd and 4. Allen gonna hand this off up the middle for James Cook, trying to bounce it right side, and that will be just shy of the first down marker. 3rd and inches coming up. $10:20 to play in the game. Allen under center. Going to try and QB sneak this. The second effort will be enough. The second effort will be enough, a gain of 2. A fresh set of downs. Allen under center, back behind him. They give to James Cook left side. Has some space, trying to get the sideline. The first down and more. Out of bounds at the 45. James Cook has had a great game tonight, but he just has not found the end zone. He's gotten so close. First and 10, 9 minutes to play in the game. Allen under center, back behind him. 2 receiving options to each side. They give to Cook once again. He's going to be stuffed at the line for nothing. Second and 10 coming up. So Allen in shotgun, back to his left, 3 receivers to the right. Going to look to throw. Pressure comes quick, and Allen is sacked. Back at the 49. There's a 3rd and long coming up. Trent McDuffie with a nicely timed blitz into the backfield. 3rd and 14. So Allen in shotgun, 3 receivers to the right, a back to his left. 3rd and 14. Going to look to throw. Stepping up, trying to find something. Allen breaks off 1 sack but can't escape the second. Brought down at their own 46. He escaped Chris Jones, but couldn't escape Leo Chanel. And now they're going to have to punt this one away. Punt comes off clean. Going to be fair caught at the 13. 6:46 to play. Chiefs only down by 7. And a great opportunity here. We go to a commercial break. As there's overtime between Vegas and Jacksonville. That game is at overtime, 23-23. At the half, it was 6-3. Pretty sure entering the 4th, it was like 9-6. Yeah, it was a 9-6 game entering the 4th quarter. It is now 23-23 entering overtime. That is crazy. Raid them. Alright, so that commercial break. Add commercial break. I still can't believe Cam Little hitting that field goal, man. All right, back from commercial break. A handoff to Kareem Hunt up the middle is going to get past the 20 to the 21. Second and 2. Mahomes in shotgun back to his left. 3 receivers to the left as well. Going to hand this off to Kareem Hunt right side. And that's going to get right back to the line of scrimmage for no gain. Under 6 minutes to play in the game now. The Bills only have 2. Okay, yeah. Second and 12. There was a holding call against the Chiefs on that previous play. Mahomes in shotgun back to his right. 3 receivers to the right. Going to look to throw. Mahomes with some time trying to step to his left. Going to pass this left to Travis Kelce. And that's enough for a first. A gain of 13. Under 5.5 to play in the game. So Mahomes in shotgun back to his left. Going to hand this off up the middle for Brashard Smith. And he gets stuffed at the line for no gain. Second and 10 coming up. 4:43 to play in the game. As there's another Chief lineman kind of shaken up afterwards. And he's gonna be forced to head off. So second and 10. Mahomes in shotgun back to his right. 3 receivers to the right. The Bills break the defensive huddle late. And there's still some communications errors going on here. And the Bills will get a timeout off just barely before the play was snapped. But they have now had to burn 2 timeouts in this half because of communication errors with the defense. 4:32 to play in the game. That's a little concerning there. So Mahomes in shotgun back to his right. Second and 10 after the timeout called by Buffalo. Three receivers to the right. Ball on their own 24-yard line. Mahomes looking to throw. Dump off right side is going to be incomplete. Bounces off of a helmet of the lineman. Bounces off a lineman's helmet, trying to get a halfback screen set up. Instead, 3rd and 10. Yeah, that bounces perfectly off of his helmet. That's crazy. So 3rd and 10. Mahomes in shotgun, back to his left. Three receivers to the right. Play clock winding down to get the snap off. Mahomes to throw. Pressure coming. Pass deep over the middle. Look in. It's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 35. Looking for Xavier Worthy. But didn't put enough into it. And that's a big time play by this Buffalo defense with 4:18 to go in the game. A desperation heave from Mahomes. And he just did not get enough into it, in part due to Joey Bosa. Joey Bosa got the pressure needed to make sure Mahomes couldn't fully step into that throw. That was picked off by the rookie, Maxwell Hairston. Has his first career interception, and it comes against Mahomes in a big-time moment. Allen under center. Back behind him, two fullbacks as well. Gonna give this to James Cook, who's going to get to about the 35, a gain of 2. Second and 8. Allen in shotgun, back to his left. Three receiving options to the right. Clock still ticking. 3:35 to play in the game. Allen looking to throw. Pass right side, going to be caught by Kincaid. And he has room for a first down. Gets 9 yards exactly, and the clock continues to roll. 3:25 and counting to play in the game. The Bills looking to hang on and get a big-time win. Three minutes to play now. Allen under center, back behind him. Two receiving options to each side. The give to James Cook up the middle, has space to about midfield. A gain of 6. Gain of 6, maybe 7. 2nd and 4, and we have a timeout called by Kansas City. Second and 4, the Chiefs call their first timeout. Allen under center, back behind him. Going to hand this off to James Cook, left side, and he's going to get about 2. Second timeout called for Kansas City. 3rd and 3. They only ruled it a gain of 1. If the Chiefs can make this stand, they have a chance. A first down ends the game. Or basically ends the game. Mahomes, Allen under center, back behind him, 3 receiving options to the right. Man in motion right to left. Play action looking to throw. Allen, pass right side, caught by James Cook. And that's enough for the first. He gets down inbounds inside the 40 to the 37. And the Chiefs will call their final timeout. But that should basically do it. The Bills can now run out the majority of this clock. And this will be 5 straight wins against the Chiefs in the regular season for the Bills. They stay on path with the Patriots for that first place in the AFC East, only a half game behind. While the Chiefs fall to 2 games back of Denver and a game back of Los Angeles. They're gonna be at 3rd. They're gonna be in the 3rd. Gonna be the 3rd place in the AFC West. A rough season just keeps getting rougher and rougher for the Chiefs. Allen under center, back behind him. Hand off to James Cook up the middle. And that will be enough for a yard. That brings us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain. And the Bills can run this down to... I mean, if they don't get a first, they can, in theory, run it down to about, 20 seconds. And 2-minute warning, we're going to a commercial break. At commercial break. Again, I'll be live in roughly an hour for Sunday Night Football between the Seahawks and the Commanders. So stick around for that. All good, all good. As we're still at commercial break. I'm still at commercial break. Okay. There's 2 minutes remain. The Bills can pretty much run this clock out. Here we go. Just coming back from commercial break. It's a 2nd and 9. I mean, the Bills don't need to actually try for the first, but I think they're probably going to just to seal the game anyway. Allen going to hand this off to James Cook up the middle, and he's going to get a yard, fighting forward for about another 2 or 3. Going to set up a 3rd and about 7. And they can let this clock run down to a minute 10. And then depending on what happens on this 3rd down play, they can let it run down to about maybe 20 seconds. Or the rest of the clock. Yeah, 3rd and 7 coming up. And the Bills will call their final timeout with a minute 11 to go. Yeah, it's probably gonna go for the first down here. The big thing is you don't want to throw an incompletion, throw an interception, fumble the ball. Just find ways to kill the majority of this clock. So Allen under center, back and fullback behind him, 3rd and 7. Handoff up the middle for James Cook, and he's going to get about a yard, maybe 2. So they can kill this clock to about, like 25 seconds-ish, maybe? And then a field goal will put this far out of reach. Matt Prater on for the 50-plus yarder. It is up. And he doinked it! He doinked it! The Chiefs are alive! 22 seconds to play. The Chiefs are alive with 22 seconds. He doinked it off the right upright. That's a rare miss for Matt Prater. The Chiefs are alive. This game. This game. Ball on their own 42. They need 58 yards. Mahomes in shotgun, back to his left, looking to throw. Rolling right, looking, passing right side. It's there to the 40-yard line. Xavier Worthy. 1st and 10, 17 seconds. 40 yards out of the end zone. This could be one of the crazier finishes of the season. If you're the Chiefs, do you go for overtime or go for the win if you find the end zone? Mahomes in shotgun, back to his left. 3 receivers to the left. 40 yards out. Mahomes looking to throw. Has time. Pass left side, gonna be incomplete. A throwaway. 11 seconds. You have 2 shots at the end zone. You basically have 2 chances at the end zone. Mahomes in shotgun, back to his left. 2 receiving options to each side. Low snap. Mahomes looking to throw. Pressure coming. Escapes it. Throw in. End zone. Over the middle. Incomplete. 3 seconds remain. One final heave. Looking for Tyquan Thornton. It's Cole Bishop that forces that ball loose. This is going to be one of the better finishes of the year. Mahomes in shotgun. Going to look to throw. One final desperation heave. Mahomes gets it off. Does not reach the end zone. It's incomplete. The Bills hang on and they get a much needed win in week 9 against the Chiefs. What a game. What a game. All right, we got about 40-ish minutes until Sunday Night Football. What a way for this game to end. What a way for this game to end. 5 straight regular season wins for the Bills against the Chiefs. And this is going to have implications come the end of the season. This is for sure going to have some implications. All right, that'll be it for me for now. Again, I'll be live in about 40-ish minutes for Sunday Night Football between the Seahawks and Commanders. Hope to see all of you there. If not, appreciate everyone for tuning in. Have yourselves a damn good one. Peace.